ما امروز میخوایم یه قسمت از کتاب CPE رو بررسی کنیم. یه پاراگراف میخوایم با هم بخونیم، اکسپرشناشو در بیاریم، با هم معانیشو بررسی کنیم و بریم جلو. Okay. So, the first word you have here is called northern light. Northern light. What does it mean? It's actually these. Look at that. These are called northern lights. That's what we call in Persian shafaq qutbi. Okay, so why does it appear? Look at here. Because on the surface of Earth there is an oval, not a circle, an oval base, which is called auroral oval. Okay, which has the magnetic fields and all these situation. We're not going to get into it. All this situation of Earth. Okay, so in those places you can see the northern lights. Now let's start reading that. First of all roads do not lead to Nuuk. It seems like a normal sentence, right? So look at here. It's not actually a normal sentence. Why? Because all roads do not lead to Nuuk is somehow a bit sarcastic. Why? Because it's mentioning another saying which is really important. All roads lead to Rome. This is a really famous saying. We actually have it in Persian. همه راهها به روم میرسه. Okay? So you can mention it in IELTS exam in the speaking part in order to show that you are aware of these like expressions and everything. Okay, it says in fact, no roads leads to Nuuk. Songwriter and Nuuk native Nive Nielsen tells us why it's worth the trip. Okay. So Nuuk is different. For a start, it's not connected to other places in Greenland. If you want to quit town, what does quit means? Sure, it means exit, or get out of, or leave. If you want to quit town, you need a boat, a helicopter, or a propeller plane. So, what is the difference between a normal plane and a propeller plane? So, because here, this is actually a propeller plane. Propeller plane. Okay? Normal planes have jet engines. This one has propeller engine, right? Like propellers, not propeller engine. So Nuuk is really, get here, Nuuk is really off the beaten track. This is a really, really good expression. Why? Take a look at here. Off the beaten track. It says in a place where few people go, far from any main roads and towns. Okay? It means it's a really remote place, okay? Not accessible easily. دور افتاده. Okay? Off the beaten track. Now, on the other hand, we've got mountains, the coastline, a vast expanse of water, and icebergs. So, what does it mean, a vast expanse? First of all, vast means really big or huge. Okay, vast, really big. Expanse means a large open area of land, water, or sky. For example, for vast expanses of sand and pine. It's usually is connected with vast, mostly used with that adjective. So expanse means a really large area which can be filled with water or with air, just like a sky. So it's called expanse. And then it says water and icebergs. So look at here. This is an iceberg. Iceberg is what you saw on Titanic, okay? So they actually crashed to an iceberg and then it sank. Now, look at that. Most part of the iceberg is under the water, and a bit of it is out of the water. So it's called iceberg. Now let's continue. A landscape that's as fascinating as it is inspiring, above all for artists. And there are plenty of those here. Look at here. Plenty means many, and it can be used instead of that. So plenty, or you can use many. I love the albums of Ole Christiansen. His surreal lyrics are wonderful. So look at here, surreal lyrics. Surreal means unreal, but that's not all. Take a look at here. Surreal means strange, not seeming real, or like a dream. So this is the meaning of surreal. Actually, we have some sort of paintings which is called surrealism. Surrealism. So actually, this man is the one of the most famous surrealism painters, right? So he is called Salvador Dali. Salvador Dali. And look at the mustache, it's just upwards. So this is one of his works. As you can see, the painting doesn't have any logical terms. You cannot see any logical aspect of that. So it's surreal. So it says surreal lyrics are wonderful. What does it mean, lyrics? Lyrics means the text we have in each song. Okay, the script of that song. So it's called lyrics. Lyrics. He sings in Greenlandic, but his lyrics alone were reason enough to encourage people to engage with our language. So as you can see, the preposition for engage is with. Engage with. So that's all for today. Now we're going to move to the other part.